Rapido. Eins, zwei, drei. This is Rapido, and I'm John Lydon. How do you do? Buy my records and ignore everything else on this show.
Non, John, on n'oubliera pas le reste de cette 8e édition de Rapido avec un sommaire qui est à l'éclectisme, ce que Michel Droit est à la courtoisie. En invité, Phil...
We're rather excellent. We perform brilliantly. This is the best bunch of people I've worked with ever, I think, in public image, in all the guises that it had in the past. This is the absolute maximum. For now, it does very well. To videos, I really don't like making them. The videos, you see, I mean, they don't, to me, cost a lot of money. If I was Duran Duran, it would cost me £100,000, £250,000. I find that really foolish.
Oh, il les adore.
Ah, arrête.
Mais pas tant que nous, hein.
Pas tant que nous.
On regarde alors.
On regarde.
Really boring. That's all about manufactured pop, isn't it, and dribble. Well, I suppose people buy those kind of records because they really aren't aware that there are alternatives. You know, so as a journalist, do your job more properly, and wankers like that will exist no longer.
D'ailleurs, Johnny Rotten est d'accord, hein, papy?
I'm an old man now, I'm 30 years old. But my God, I'm not so old as to forget what it felt like to be at 18, and my ultimate total requirement then was high energy. And none of these bands seem to be giving you that. So come back to Granddaddy.
On est là, Papy Pourri, on est là, Scott, Ken et Waterman 3.
No, Andalusian, that's the stuff I like the best. Not cheap gypsy violins by some old toe rag from the middle of nowhere. Andalusian, thank you very much. Didn't he do that awful thing with that mass murderer in America? And he got him out, and a week later he stabbed a waiter. I thought, oh my God, if that didn't end Norman Mailer's career, nothing will. So the man is relentless. Well, at least he's a survivor then, I'll give him that. Rapido. I've never liked Squeeze, and I always thought Jules Holland was a terrible presenter of the Tube, but apart from that, I suppose they're fine. It's all right, I think, to use samples of other records to accentuate a disco beat, and that's all it is. What really got to me, though, was that they used set bunches of lyrics, particularly the one point where they used the last poets, automatic, systematic, remote control, synthetic, genetic, command your soul. Now, the last poets were a deadly lethal black organisation from New York some time back, and to reduce them to just cheap disco is quite sad. I would recommend anybody that was even slightly interested in what I've just said to go out and buy that Last Poets album and check it out and understand how they're trivialising a message that was so important and very relevant for that time for black people.
Johnny Rotten de Rapido, numéro 8.
Ouais.
Rhythms, and in particular, I mean, because all folk music is basically similar. You must understand this, because they use what's known as the fifth notes, right? This is Gaelic music. This is all folk music has this in its essence, and a lot of African music I can directly relate to Ireland. So good luck. Rapido. What's red, sticky, and screams?
I don't know.
A baby sucking a razor blade.